Welcome back, Rich Nation. My name is AJ, and today we're going to be continuing Tokyo Revengers episode 13, courtesy of a Patreon request from Kevin Shumaker. We had a kind of a mid-season finale last episode. Drastic, definitely the craziest episode of the series so far. I don't even know what to really think at this point. I can't even imagine what our main character is really thinking, like, after going through as much as he's gone through. I just know it's probably gonna get insane, like just completely insane at this point. If you're new to the channel, make sure you subscribe. If you want to request something yourself, definitely check out the Yandere tier or the Waifu tier on my Patreon. And let's go ahead and start. Her funeral. And he dumped her. How does he not remember doing that? Was it originally she dumped him or something? And then all the stuff he's changed, he ended up dumping her? Or is it he just straight up doesn't remember that at all? That's gotta... Yeah. Oh, do they only get a little bit of time for each person? Probably not even hearing everybody else. And they've been fighting so hard to stop this, and it still happened. You forget it's kind of both of them. It's both of them trying to get this to work. They really thought, I mean, it looked like it had finally worked because she was actually alive with both of them there, but oh god, that's got to be awkward. Something he gave her? Yeah, I was gonna assume. Yup. She kept it all that time. It's gotta be a stab to his heart. Like, still loving him all those years later. He keeps getting put in a spot where he has to do this. That too. Everything keeps changing, but it's the same. It just happens on a different day with a little variation. That's easier said than done, though. That's just his style. I mean, is it confirmed that he's still alive, though? Could he have won, either, like, maybe left the group or something, or died later? Is it a Sunday of the dead? Everything bad happens on a Sunday. Okay, he's still acting... You gonna clean your room at least? He's still eating ramen noodle and drinking beer. I like how it's the brand. Beer! Oh, Yamato beer. Okay, there we go. I was gonna say. It's about as generic as it gets. To be fair, I would drink the shit out of, like, a drink. It doesn't even have to be alcoholic. Something that had the name of it. If it just said beer or just said, this is brand tea, this is tea, I'd probably drink it. Ooh. So he's in jail? Holy sh... And he's still the same, too. Holy shit. Like, no difference in personality. At least from that little bit.
こいつのおかげで面会できたんです。ドラケン君が死刑囚だって。何があったんですか？なんでドラケン君が殺人なんか。
Maybe you can finally get some answers here.
ここにいるのも当然の報いだ。東満がこんなことになっちまったのも俺のせいだ。
Ah, so even with him there, it didn't change anything.
ガキの頃は良かったな。ただチームでかくするって突っ走ってよ。俺は同じ生き方を選ぶ。後悔はね。
Wow, that's definitely fits him though. Something that Takemichi's gonna have to do. Yeah, still that guy. They gotta find that guy. So we saw, we saw his face like way early on in the show. It showed him walking by at one point. Like you could tell it was the guy's face. But when in this timeline, like when the heck does this happen? Like when does he finally meet up? Like when does he finally join? I'm guessing it's gonna be the next time he goes back or whatever. It'll finally introduce this guy for real.
Takemichi, 東京から離れろ。殺されかけたんだろう。
So is Kisaki the one that's been doing this the entire time then?
キサキはマイキーの大事なもんすべてを奪いたいんだよ。
Oh. Wait a second. Okay, so remember the first episode, he fell on that train, right? And then the crazy thing, he went back. But it never showed it never showed what exactly happened. I can't remember if it showed someone pushing him off or if he just fell on. I think it showed that, but it didn't show who it was or anything. But after he met Mikey, if I can remember right here, you guys let me know. If I can remember right, after he befriended Mikey is when his friend started being the reason why he was getting he was after his life every time. It was like him doing the car thing, or they were after him. So before that, I still don't understand what happened, why he was close to death or was gonna die there. It doesn't seem connected to me. I'm still hanging on to that. It doesn't seem like before all this happened. Why would he still get pushed? Because he wasn't friends with Mikey or anything. This would make more sense if Kisaki is jealous of everything that Mikey has, and Mikey has a very close relationship. I mean, he's had that since pretty much the first introduction. There's at least been some type of closeness. So if he's jealous of that, at least up to this point, Kisaki is the reason why. It must be the ultimate thing of getting his friend to kill his friend. Like, it seems like a lot. You get rid of this Kisaki guy, maybe it would fix this whole thing. What? Who did he kill? So he got him to do it. He's the one that got him to kill people. Actually, before this thought leaves my head, I think the reason why Draken would even do that, because that's really out of his character, I think what happened was Kisaki somehow got him to think that was the right thing to do in that moment for some reason, or he blackmailed him or did something, manipulated something in that moment to get him to do it. And then he ended up getting caught or being the fall guy. Probably Kisaki made him the fall guy or something. You walked by him. What if he... Like, what if
考えてみたんだ。
Kisaki does the same thing he's doing to Mikey and he does it to you instead? There's so many bad things that could happen doing this.
ました。竹道くんはなんだかんだでこれまでミッションを成功させてきましたし、信じます。
Yeah, he's gonna have to stay for a while, right? You would think he'd have to do a lot of
こ
things.
とになっているのか。なぜヒナの事件現場にハンマー
Oh, that too. Every time he goes, more things or different things get added.
壊してみせる。
This seems to be like a 10,000 piece puzzle, though. It's a big fucking headache. What the?
銭湯？
What a place to start out at. Are public baths still common in Japan?
ウケるだろう。
君とドラケン君と仲良くせ。
You're hanging out.
ああ生き返るわ。
And no one is really saying anything. There's other people here.
お前いつも頭になんか乗ってんな。
思い出した。うんこ。
That's what he missed.
ずっとこんな毎日が続くといいっすね。
It obviously won't.
行くぞ竹道。
え、どこに？竹道、行くぞ。新3番隊隊長、任命式だ。
New 3rd Division captain? Is that going to be Takamichi or is that a new person? I'm guessing that's a new person, right? Because he's way lower on the totem pole, I would think, than that. So could it be? Oh, it could be a couple people. It could be Kisaki. Have they met? Has Mikey or them met Kisaki already? It could be man. Come to think of it, it could be a few people. Yeah, because it doesn't feel like it would be Takamichi because he's not really in those higher ranks. But this is a far cry from the beginning, him being just like in some, his random friend gang, to now being like in the, in Tomen, in like the main group. Even if he's the lowest person in the totem pole, he's still in the main group with them. It's a major difference. I see the unfortunate part is every time he goes back and he comes back or whatever, he's still in the same spot. He's like still working at the manga shop or whatever. He's still a loser or whatever you want to call him. Like he's going nowhere in life. It's the same. What I mean is he's not a loser, but you know what I mean? Like he's in the same spot like that he was in the beginning of the show. Like nothing is really changed in that, which surprises me because he's gotten so close with everybody. You would think something would, like, his entire future would change, but it really hasn't for the most part. But if he becomes the leader, like the deeper he goes in Tomen, I would think there would be deeper and bigger consequences. His life would be different. What if he digs himself deep into Tomen and then he comes back and he's still part of Tomen? Like there's so many things that could happen here, and he has no, as we've seen, there's like no, it's not like he gets to see what happens in that time frame when he comes back. I don't know. There's just so much risk involved. The channel is AJ Rich. No, like there's so much risk involved. I'm kind of scared but excited to see what comes next. It's just, I don't know. I'm skeptical about it going good because every time it feels like it's going good, the future still ends up being pretty much the same with different little bits of changes. Unfortunately, we had a drastic change and he had to see the death in front of him. That's drastic.